When you're blue and kinda lonely too, you'll find a smile will go a long, long way. Though you're down, don't sit around and frown. A little smile will go a long, long way. Never grieve, just try to make believe the sky is blue, although you know it's gray. Don't you find it's just a waste of time? You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.
Time for another rousing edition of Ron and Jen's Great Escape, our effort, not rose-colored glasses, but quasi-rose-colored glasses, the way we want to look at the world. And we want to dig up as much positivity as we possibly can.
Well, somebody sent me an email. It's early, but I'll do it already. Somebody sent me an email at jenbrien at rocketmail.com.
It goes this way, by the way, but that's okay.
They said,
towards me.
Are you a Republican? Because you really sound like one, but I thought that your family was Democrat. And I said, no, I'm actually a registered independent, and it depends on the issue. And I try to look at, stories without thinking, oh, I'm going to pull the lever for this party all the way down or pull the lever for this party. So,
which you can't do in the Ocean State anymore, by the way.
Yeah,
Master lever's gone.
Yeah, I don't consider myself either or. I used to be flaming liberal.
You think?
Yes, and then some people would say that, then I tipped to the right quite a bit.
Yeah, because you got older.
Yeah, and now I'm just sort of, it depends, on the issue.
I disaffiliate after I vote every time.
Really?
On my way out, boom, because I don't want to be put in any particular persuasion. I'm a pedestrian.
Yeah,
All
wow.
right, how's that sound?
Okay, but anyway, this is from my mother's grab bag. That's back.
Jen's grab bag.
Yeah,
that's a nice one. Is that flannel?
Yeah, but it's too small. Look, it's so little.
Mom's tiny, huh?
She's about 90 pounds.
Yeah.
And she gives me her clothes.
What are you about?
And her underwear.
What are you about, 92?
She gives me, no, I'm about 115 now, but she gives me her underwear.
Hey, it's got to go somewhere.
I know. It's not used. It's not like Michael Jordan's. But...
No. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Does it fit?
I mean, well, yeah, but they're high. Older people wear high underwear.
Yeah. I mean, the older...
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, the older you get.
Long gone are the French cut.
Yeah. How about...
the thong.
Yeah,
it's
I mean...
can you imagine your mom giving you a thong?
No. My mom giving me a thong? No.
Well...
Yeah, but as you get older, your pants...
I pay to see that.
As you get older, as a guy, your pants keep going higher and higher and higher. I remember Roger Moore, the last movie, he was James Bond. I think his pants were just below his nipples.
Oh, it's awful.
It just ain't right. It ain't right. So that's what I got to look forward to.
Oh,
that's what I got to look forward to. My belt being here.
I will never
nice?
allow that for you.
Okay.
I'll probably end up taking care of you as you.
I don't think so. That would be Patty's job.
Well, I don't think Patty would want to.
Wiping the pablum off my shivering lips.
Wow, if Patty doesn't want... Well, I was just thinking, Patty, she's got stuff to do.
Yeah, right.
She's not going to want to stay home with you.
Change my dites.
Patty, I went pooping.
Stop it. Some news today.
Yes.
General Motors apparently is halting most assembly lines because that chip shortage continues.
I didn't even know there was a chip.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Really?
it's all pandemic connected. Yeah, the nationwide idling's expected to last at least a week. So there you go.
Why is that? Is it because they want to raise our prices, or because truly people are not
the chips aren't being produced? They're not being produced, and they need them. They need the chips for the new automobiles. So they're going to take a little hiatus. Automobile, yes,
Okay.
in Big Lake, Great Lake.
Wait a minute. Chips like microchips? I thought you were talking about potato chips.
Oh, good Lord in heaven. Good Lord.
I was like, how do they go? How does Lay's chips?
You're talking about me getting to the point where I'm pooping in my pants. I
know. I've had a lot of head injuries, and I did manage to put away a lot of vodka over the years.
That is true, too. So you burned
I thought he was talking about potato chips.
Multitude of sources.
Oh,
No, computer chips.
Computer chips.
How about the price of gas? Oh, my Lord.
I know.
Good God.
I know.
I saw $3.15 the other day.
Yes.
$3.15. But when you drove around and you found, what, $2.79?
$2.79. I did.
That had to be a mistake.
I didn't. I don't know. So, no, truly, I was going, I don't want to say where, but I was going by the gas station that I always go to, and I thought, no, absolutely not. And so my intuition, my spirit man said, go to the place right by your cousin Joan's house. And I did. It was a little bit of a haul, but I went there and I almost died. the place was packed.
Of course.
On the marquee, $2.79. And so I looked around and I said, I'm gassing up before they run out and say, mistake, it's a mistake.
It probably was a mistake. And
the machines are down.
Some like 19-year-old or 18-year-old kid
Right,
probably
right.
forgot to change the sign, right? Oops.
So, yeah, when I was very excited when I got home. That was
Well,
great.
you don't expect it to go down because the prices keep going up. The excuse, of course, is that almost all oil production on the Gulf is shut down thanks to Ida. But, whatever excuse they can
we
have.
have reserves, so
Of course
lots
they do.
of reserves.
Of course they do.
Yeah,
Of course
I mean,
they do. This is all
You
manipulation.
would
It's all
think that
bull.
they would give us a break.
It's
We're
all
all
bull.
suffering.
It's all bull crap. Air travel's declining again. People spooked out by the Delta variant. So a lot of the airlines, I know Southwest is cutting back on personnel. They're cutting back on flights. And we're supposed to go to Aruba in November. Got my fingers crossed on that one. Hopefully that.
I hope you guys
it won't
can.
be. Yeah, me too.
There's a new variant. Did you?
Yes.
No, and I'm not trying to scare anybody.
No, there is
but
another one.
There's another one, and I was reading about it last week from the BBC News, and they said it originated in South Africa,
Yes.
and it's called the Mu. Is it Mu or Mu or it's MU?
It's
something.
MU.
And this thing is finding a way to beat the vaccinations. It keeps mutating, and this particular mutation was causing much havoc in India as well as the UK, and the UK as far back as 2020. As we get closer to 2022, so I mean, I don't know, Ron. It's. I mean, when you find that this thing, whatever this thing is figuring out how to live, how to survive. I mean, that's kind of deeply troubling.
It certainly is.
I mean, they can't keep up fast enough.
Certainly
If
is.
you believe everything, that's on the surface, above board.
McDonald's is weighing closing indoor dining again because of the Delta variant in certain states that, where the levels are way, way, way up. Here's a wonderful thing to look down the highway at. Social Security and Medicare will run out of money much sooner than expected. In fact, the well might go dry as soon as 2033. Now, the other program, the Disability Insurance Trust Fund, that's forecast to go bust in 2057. There'll be grass growing over me by that particular point, so it doesn't really mean much to me.
Print more money.
Yeah, just keep printing it up. Let inflation just go right through the roof. $4 for a gallon of gas before you know it. And lastly, this well has run dry this week. Millions losing their federal jobless aid this week. So maybe people will actually go back to work. Wouldn't that be kind of nice?
Listen, I'm going to tell you. So I was talking to somebody, and they said that they know somebody who is working a couple hours, just enough above board, so that they can go and get that COVID money and say, oh, I'm only working so-and-so,
Right.
so I need, to supplement my income. But then they also have another job under the table. So they're really hustling, and they're making triple what they would normally make. And I just thought, I heard that story, and I felt really bad about it because I thought, gosh, there are real people that are suffering.
Absolutely.
Not hustling, suffering. But one last story, and this is not in Jen's news. Did you hear, this is a Minority Report type story, that Tom Cruise movie from, I believe it was 2000 or somewhere around.
I hated that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Those eerie twins.
Yeah, I know. We don't have to get into the whole mishmash of that movie, but facial recognition was a huge deal in that movie. Australia is using that technology to implement the stay-at-home COVID restrictions. And so what you have to do in some counties is download an app on your phone, and the app talks to the government, which also they have cameras and all kinds of stuff that show your face, and they can contact you. Basically, if they say, well, you left your house for 20 minutes and we lost sight of you. Where were you? Your phone will tell them via app, yes, where you went. And so people around the world are kind of saying, I don't know. But Australia and these counties, they say it's great.
It's far too Orwellian for me.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say.
All right, let's move off from what's really happening in the world today, and delve into the mysterious world that we love to call Jen's News.
Jen's News.
All right. And
America's favorite segment.
And by my request, we brought back the Jack in the Box. This is the sock monkey version of the Jack in the Box.
He doesn't like the kazoo, guys.
No, I like it, but I like to shake it up. Don't shush me.
There he is.
Shushing me
Well,
in my
you
own
were
home.
talking during the best best part.
My damn home. You don't shush me in my house.
Wow.
Only Pee-wee can do that.
Wow. Can we? Does he work? Wait a minute.
Yeah, listen.
Oh. He doesn't work anymore.
Well, it's almost 30 years old.
Oh, that's so depressing. I was so excited. That's anticlimactic right there.
I'll do his laugh for you. All right.
There you go. All right, Jen's News, guys. Here it is. America's favorite segment just for you because you ask for it day after day and minute after minute, second after second. I'm lying. None of that is true. A pear, guys. My stomach today. A pear. Can you hear that, by the way, in your headset?
That's okay. Then.
Can you? Oh, that's awful.
It's lunchtime. That's why.
A pear is accused. A pair of what? I do not know. A pair of persons.
Pair of a-holes.
Of pulling a gun on a McDonald's manager in a dispute over what, Ron? Salt on fries.
Salt, too much or too little?
Well,
doesn't matter.
A man and a woman were arrested after witnesses on surveillance video showed them pulling a gun. They said that there was too much salt. They were very upset. They didn't understand why there was so much salt on their fries. This was in the Houston area at a McDonald's drive-thru. Someone flagged down deputies who tracked down the pair's car after they took off, and they found the gun in the vehicle. So they in big trouble. We're going to put their mugshot. Oh, should I do that? That's not uplifting. I was gonna say, should we put that picture of these?
I'll leave that up to you, but they're both brouillons.
Yeah,
so if
maybe
you want
we will.
Yeah,
we'll
profile in brouillonness.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Oh, we have a follow-up, by the way.
A bunch of dopes.
Remember the story a couple shows ago? Was this? Did you hurt yourself?
I'm all right.
Oh,
I'm okay.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, fine.
I saw you go like that right on camera.
Well,
I saw you have a boo-boo too. Oh.
I know a couple of producers who did that behind the glass, and they're not working anymore.
Hey
now.
Anyway, all right. Yeah, you need the Pee Wee Herman laugh for that one. Okay, so remember the story about that guy that bought the time at the AAA ballpark?
Yeah, it was in Akron.
Ohio.
Ohio.
And he broke up with his girlfriend.
What was the name of the team? The Bumblebees or something?
The Rubber Ducks.
The Rubber Ducks, that's it.
The Akron
Hazel's
Rubber
here.
Ducks. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Hazel.
Baseball team is planning an upcoming Tim and Alyssa night.
This is beautiful.
Okay, it's all because this guy, Tim, submitted a shout-out.
It's fabulous.
And it made national headlines after it appeared on the scoreboard at a Rubber Ducks game last month that read, Alyssa, the relationship is over. He signed Tim. He paid $5 for this.
Now, did you ever look into this? I asked you to look into this Akron Rubber Ducks to see if you and I could advertise.
Well, I had a birthday, so I was a little busy.
All righty.
So
next week, all right?
Yes, next podcast. I was busy. I was doing things and eating cake and opening the gummy bears that you got me and so on and so forth.
Okay.
The apparently now former couple has not been identified. We only know them as Tim and Alyssa.
That's great.
But they will be celebrated at the ballpark on September 15th. Fans named Tim or Alyssa will be able to get in for just $5, guys.
$5.
Isn't that so great? That's the amount that Tim paid to have his message shared on the scoreboard.
That's
brilliant.
That's what minor league baseball does better than any other opera, any other franchise, whatever you want to call it, any other level of sports. They come up with such incredible nights and crazy things like that.
Wait, there's more then. You want me to go on? I was going to wrap it up because I have a story about Abba, a reunion. But wait, the team will also give away 500 Team Alyssa and 500 Team Tim shirts. Fans will get to pick which one they want, and it's just, and then they'll be able to identify the fan favorite, and they're yours until they run out. They said. Isn't that so great?
I salute the promotions people, the marketing department of the Akron Rubber Ducks.
I thought it was Akron.
Good job.
All right, yeah, I know, guys.
I love it.
All right,
this is creepy.
Yeah, this is kind of creepy, but here we are. I mean, the Rolling Stones can go on tour. They're almost 80. Why not? Abba is reuniting after nearly 40 years to announce a new album with a digital concert.
Well, that's the creepy aspect of it. A digital. They're gonna. It's Avatar, as in Avatar, right?
Yes.
It's creepy.
Okay, Abba, the beloved member, the Swedish pop group, they announced a few weeks ago in a global live-streamed event that after nearly 40 years, they're going to release a new 10-track album called Voyage. And that's on Universal, by the way. They have a few new songs. I Still Have Faith in You and Don't Shut Me Down. Okay, so, and 200,000 fans tune into this live stream event, by the way. Yeah, so evidently they're going to be performing digitally as avatars.
Yep. Yep, Avatar.
And so, yeah, but there's actually, see, this is a really interesting.
So it's like holograms.
Right, it's a hologram. And there's a new show, and I don't know if it's in the UK or if it's going to be on Fox, but I saw a commercial on one of the streaming platforms. It was either Amazon commercial or Hulu, and they have celebrity judges, just like, The Masked Singer.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like that, except it's the hologram
I saw
and
this.
the avatar that is actually performing.
Yeah.
So you don't see, they don't come out in costume per se like, I don't know, like Nick Lachey did as the pig in last year's Masked Singer. He won last time. But it's just sort of a cartoon kind of weird thing that they're doing.
It's
So
icky.
Yeah, the concert, which will kick off May 27th in 2022, will take place at a new arena called Abba Arena at Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park.
How creative.
Yeah.
How creative.
So that's I think it's kind of neat. That's the future of where we're going.
The youngest member of Abba is 71, by the way. I believe the oldest member is either 75 or 76. There's a lot of closet ABBA fans out there. I mean, you can't argue that they were probably among the most successful pop groups ever.
Yeah,
ever.
Well,
if not the most.
Yeah, I would. You know what? And the reason why, though, they're also back in the news to wrap up another fine edition of Jen's News, America's favorite segment here, is that they've become very popular on TikTok. And that's a younger generation's platform that's, they're rediscovering, it says here, hits like Dancing Queen, Slipping Through My Fingers, and Chiquita.
Chiquita.
Is that right? So, yeah, it's just, they're very popular. They got over 1 million likes on the hashtag ABBA on TikTok. So they're huge again in some way.
Waterloo is on my running list.
Yeah, I mean
it's on my running list.
It's a great workout song.
Yeah.
It really is. And I'm kind of embarrassed when you have really good headphones on and you're at the gym and you're kind of lifting Waterloo.
Yeah.
I mean,
I couldn't escape you.
No,
if I wanted to.
Yeah, well, it's like this podcast.
Yeah,
it's just you and me, pal. It's like Rick Springfield, Jesse's Girl. I feel sort of embarrassed when I play that too.
In a macabre sort of way, I'm curious to watch the concert.
Are you?
Yeah, because it sounds so damn bizarre.
Well, I mean, when they roll out, Michael Jackson at the American Music Awards,
it's creepy,
or Whitney Houston when their family is, she's going on tour. But with a live band behind them.
One of the first holograms
a hologram.
One of the first holograms they did in Vegas was Elvis,
and
then Roy Orbison too.
Yeah, Ray Orbison.
And if you see the Orbison one, which is on YouTube, just check it out.
Crazy
it's
good.
Eerie.
Yes.
It's freaking eerie.
Yeah.
It really seems like Orbison's. It's not right. It's not right.
Well, I have one last thought.
Real
since
quick.
Since we're following up, I was reading about this technology, Ron, is going to find its way into television.
Of course.
So they're saying that by 2030, not only will we be immersed, you'll have a headset on and you'll be in the show. Literally, you can turn 360 like the video games are to watch. So, for instance, if you're on the set of, I'm just throwing one out there, Big Bang Theory, you'll actually see that 360 because they'll create a 3D effect that you can do that. But you'll also be able to play video games as a hologram like in Ready Player One. So this technology is huge, and they've been working on it already for 10, 15 years.
Max Headroom becomes reality.
Yes.
Remember him?
I sure do.
Max Headroom.
I sure do.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for Jen's News.
You
America's
got it.
favorite, by the way.
Naturally.
Some of the stuff that's trending.
Favorite segment.
You're in pretty good shape. You do the kickboxing thing. I'm trying to get myself my hey Hazel.
Thanks, Hazel.
I'm trying to get myself back into shape. Most Americans can't do more than 10 push-ups, according to a recent survey. A gymless survey says the majority of Americans can't do 10 push-ups. Overall, 53.8% of men and women can only complete 10 or fewer push-ups.
Wow, are we talking about on our knees? Because I can hold a plank forever, a low plank or a high plank.
Yeah.
But I can't. I don't do a lot of weight training.
A famous New York comedy club that was flooded Wednesday night during Ida reportedly forced people to pay their bills before they escaped the rising floodwaters. You couldn't get out until you paid. Yeah. And guess who was performing? Guess who was on stage at this particular time? The famous Comedy Cellar. Now, I don't recall. I lived in New York for a while. I don't remember the Comedy Cellar. I remember Caroline's Comedy Club. I went there several times. But there are a lot of really cool comedy clubs. The former senator and former SNL star Al Franken was on the stage.
Oh, you didn't like my guess, Paula Poundstone?
That was a very good one. That was
I was
Paula
waiting for a
Poundstone.
response.
Poundstone would have been is a very, very good guest.
Al Franken.
That's a very, very good guess because that's the kind of person that would just show up and say, "Hey, I'll do a set." You know,
right.
a very successful person who's
Air America,
established.
Al Franken.
Al Franken.
Wow.
During Franken's set, a line pump was put out to help with the flooding as the waiters delivered tabs in ankle-deep water.
That's so crazy.
That just ain't right.
It ain't right.
And before we get into a new segment on the fine podcast, which we're
Yes.
going to call French with Jen, and we'll explain why, the hardest working states in America. Now, who put this one out? Our good pals.
Wallet Hub.
Wallet Hub, who has a massive hair across the ass crack when it comes to the ocean state.
He said that.
They don't like us at
We're
all.
not on that list, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, we are. We are. All right. Top 10 hardest working states in the United States.
Yes.
Number 10 is Kansas. New Hampshire comes in 9th.
Yeah.
Of course. Number 8 is Virginia. Number 7th is Oklahoma. Number 6 is Wyoming. Rounding out the top 10 hardest working states in the United States, according to Wallet Hub, our good pals. Texas, where the stars at night are big and bright, comes in 5th. South Dakota, thank you. That ties right in with him. Remember that?
Heart of Texas.
Remember that? That's a
Yes,
scene
I
from
sure
Pee-wee's
do.
Big
he was
Adventure.
looking for the cellar.
That's right.
Yeah.
South Dakota's 4th. Nebraska's 3rd. Number 2 is North Dakota. Both Dakotas get in there. And number 1 is Alaska. Where do we finish?
Really?
Where do we finish?
I don't know.
46th
Wow, that's a
when it comes to work ethic.
well.
Not
Do
that,
you disagree?
I don't disagree at all. I think this is one lazy ass state.
Yeah. Wow.
How's that?
Okay.
But I think my work ethic is primo because my mom and dad taught me
Absolutely.
right,
That's right.
much like yours.
Yes.
Your
Well,
work ethic is very good.
I think
Your
it
work
is.
ethic is very good.
I
And then
know it is.
lastly,
I love to work. I don't know how you don't work.
yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
This retirement thing, oof,
Oh,
it's highly
I know
overrated.
it's so hard.
I'm not really retired. I sort of am. I'm sort of not. I
Yeah.
remember Salty always saying to me, "Never retire. If you ever retire, it's like pulling
It's
the plug.
over.
It's like giving up."
Yeah.
And then lastly, you need. We'd like to name brouillons of the week. What's a brouillon? That's like an idiot to the fifth power, right? It's Italian slang. It's a term Cianci always used to
Can you
use.
use it still?
Brouillon?
Is it offensive?
No, it's just
wow.
like
Who knows? I mean,
it's like calling you.
eat grape nuts
it's
too
like-
loud and you're offending.
No, but it's like you saying to somebody, "Well, what an imbecile you are! What a putz!" So we like brouillon because
Okay.
it kind of rolls, you
Yeah.
know. And this is beautiful. This is a brouillon safety net. The National Park Service, they have come up with a way to prevent selfie deaths.
Oh.
Now, that's when somebody, like an idiot, goes to the edge of a cliff and, like, oh, I'm going to take a picture. And they take one
Yeah.
more step and then they go down like, 14,000 feet, They're actually setting up selfie stations for the imbeciles out there.
Yeah, but that defeats the purpose.
I guess it does.
Do you know what I'm saying? Unless it's hanging off of a cliff and it looks as though it's got to be. People are so crazy right now. They want, jaws could come up, and as long as you're just hanging there and get that, hey,
Right. That's okay.
You
It's
know.
it's worth losing a limb over,
Yeah,
is what
I
you're
guess.
saying. No,
Well, I
but
mean-
anyway. So that is a brouillon safety net. National Park Service using selfie stations to prevent deaths.
Do you know a lot of people have died doing that? They've fallen
kidding.
off cliffs
They've-
and buildings.
Oh yeah,
and
they've fallen into fountains and
down
cracked their heads open, and
mountains
yeah, they're brouillons.
Shite.
So there's a brouillon safety net there. It's a cottage industry, I guess.
Hey,
There's an ass for every seat.
Yes, there sure is. And much like this show, I mean, there's a butt for every seat, and there's a language for every individual.
That was like one of the clumsiest segues I've ever heard in my
I know.
entire life.
So I took Spanish and Latin, and it didn't go well.
I took French and German.
You did? Oh,
Yes.
really?
Das weiß ich nicht.
Well, ich mochte ein großes Bier,
Ich
bitte.
nick versteht. Ein großes Bier.
Wo ist der Bahnhof?
Wo ist Toiletten?
Wo ist toilet?
After ein großes Bier.
Yeah, where's the
Bitte.
toilet? Where's the train? And give me a large beer.
Right.
That's all I know
Another
in
one.
German.
Give me another liter.
I thought this would be exciting.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
French
right.
with Jen.
You know why that book is there?
Why?
Because we're supposed to be going on a cruise. It's been postponed twice now, maybe 3 times. Supposed to go on a cruise to Paris and Normandy. So I wanted to brush up. Normandy is right near Akron. So Normandy. And
Yes,
so
I
I
know.
wanted
I've
to
been
brush
there.
up. I wanted to brush up on my French.
Went to Normandy.
Yes. So I want to brush up. You did?
Yeah, I was in the Color Guard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I wanted to brush up on my French, so here we go. The French phrase book, which
You
leads
didn't
us...
like my segue,
which
man?
No, that was clumsy as hell.
That was so good.
Kids, don't try that at home. You know what that segue was about as smooth as when they changed the mass from Latin to English.
Wow.
You know, I think my neck snapped when I was about 12 years old when they
If
did
you
that.
think that was smooth, wait till you hear Friends with Jen.
All right.
So let's do part 5.
Let's just zip right into part 5.
Yeah, who cares about 1 through 4? You don't need that. So this is eating and drinking, part 5.
Oh.
Manger et
No.
baire.
No, mange. To eat is the mange.
Is that really?
Mange.
Manger et baire.
No,
So
mange.
here we go.
Say mange.
Mange.
There you go.
Mange et bourreau.
Yep.
Is that what it is? Whatever. So how do you say the bartender in French? French with Jen. I would say la barman.
Le.
Oh, le?
Le.
And this is why Ron is here. We're doing French with me. So we go, le barman. Un boisson. I want a drink. That's how you say a drink.
Boisson.
Oh, is that? Did I say un the right way?
Yeah.
Oh,
It goes
why are you saying it?
way back in the throat. Right back in the throat.
That sounds like, you know, you're punching somebody or, you know, a sex scene.
Un boisson.
Oh, boisson.
Boisson.
Do you say it like that with aggression and quick?
No. I mean, if you want attention.
Un boisson.
Oh, no. Then you're not going to get served. You all right?
Wait, next time we go to Greg's, I'm going to do that. What's that?
Un boisson.
Who's that gentleman there that works there?
Gio.
Gio.
Un boisson,
I just
Gio.
say Gio. Un boisson.
S'il vous plaît.
Okay, so
S'il
how
vous plaît.
about a fruit drink? Un jus de fruit.
What?
Un jus de fruit.
Yeah, okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Un jus de fruit. Okay, so I guess one more since the show is ending. Ooh, some beer. I don't drink anymore, but de la baire.
Where? Show it to me. De la bière.
De la Briere.
De la bière.
If you want a beer and you want to be guys, if you're dating and you want to really, you know, impress your woman, say that de la Briere for that one.
S'il vous plaît.
For the chick.
S'il vous plaît.
For the chick over here, s'il vous plaît.
And the lady will have a Coke with no ice.
Thank you.
That's Damone.
French with Jen has ended. We'll get you next week.
And as Damone would say, isn't this great?
Isn't this great? Hey, what does he also say, though? Wherever you are.
That's the place to be.
That's the place to be. Listen.
Debbie.
We always appreciate you guys tuning in, and we enjoy your comments at jenbrian@rocketmail.com.
Right. And follow us on rinewstoday.com every Wednesday. A fresh take. And it'll be our commentary. Check it out because it's here and it's mellow.
You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.